Hello, my spooky friends. It is Stacy, and welcome to Special Effects Makeup on a Budget, where I create cosplay costumes, Halloween, and body horror makeup, making sure that things stay affordable with easy follow tutorials so that you can have some fun. And today I did an old age makeup. I created the old lady. This is eyeshadow and a little bit of concealer. I do know that there are other ways to do this makeup. I intend to visit this one a little bit later on around Halloween using liquid latex, but I do know that a lot of people are allergic to latex and other adhesives, so I broke this one down to make it extremely affordable and fun, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's just go ahead and get into it. To begin, I'm using some pore filler just so I have a sleek, soft skin, because the formula that comes with this foundation from Revolution Beauty is extremely dry, but it's a couple of shades lighter, and that's what I chose to use, and it has a good applicator. So I'm just getting this put all over to the face because I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow and draw out the creases of the natural lines that I have in my face already. I'm using LA Girls Blushing. This runs about $2.99, and I do know that LA Girl products do show up on the Shop Miss A website, which is very affordable. This is just to do some weathering around the face. Today I'm using a light blush and 2 tones of brown with a concealer. Now going in with my Morphe 24G palette, I'm going back and forth between these two colors, and I always like to start with lighter shades so I can build up colors a little bit later. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm scrunching up my face, making weird faces, and making sure I just get the creases that show up naturally, although I do reference a photo to continue the look further to make it look more weathered and old. But just go ahead and scrunch up your mouth, smile, frown, furrow your brow, and find those natural creases, and just go ahead and start putting in some shadows. The one thing that will also help this look go a little bit further is if you make your creases go vertical as well as horizontal. So what I did was, in referencing the photo, I just took the parts of the face that are more wrinkled, and I went through and I placed those lines in. And also when it comes from the crow's feet going down into the cheek area, I then start to make those lines push them down and around the cheek area. And again, with some weird facial expressions, I go in and make sure that the neck looks weathered too. Now, to define some of the darker creases that are around the lips, the cheeks, the nose, and the forehead, I use a darker shadow. And you can use any brown that you want for this, just as long as it's brown. You can actually incorporate a little bit of gray depending on what kind of look that you're going for, but I wanted this to be as natural as possible, although we're doing unnatural looks onto a face. And so you can use several different shades of colors, but that's up to you. And I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer because this one is also a couple shades lighter. And I'm just defining and pushing the parts of the face that do not have wrinkles forward, because those are the natural places where light hits the face. So I just go in and push that color in between the areas of the darker shadow. Now for a little bit more weathered, I take some more brown and push that around the eyelid, making sure that I get the areas that are the most wrinkled, have the most shadow. Making sure to get a deeper color into the darker places on the face. Don't worry about lines if they become too defined. You could always tap that and butt that out with your finger or a powder. It's up to you. Don't forget the ears to make sure that those pop as well. And just to show you that you don't have to use paint, you can use some lighter eyeshadow and buff that through the top of your hair to get that aged look. And back with some more strange looking faces, I go in and make sure that the neck is just as weathered as the ears. I also painted the hands with the same concept, but I did add a little bit more blue in the aged spots of the hand because the veins are a lot bigger. And with my Art the Clown Terrifier Crispies palette, I go in with a little bit of white and just make sure the contrast is a bit more stark and more eye-opening and catching. And so here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you again next time. Bye. I know you all may be familiar with, maybe not, depending on your age, Dana Carvey, Saturday Night Live, and Church Chat. That's exactly what I want to do right now. I just want to go, well, isn't that special? Or could it be Satan? This is the church lady and this is church chat.